using it for the simple fact that you think that all or most men or whatever general whatever hell you want to use for men is dangerous is disgusting. And that's the only reason why I said that. It ain't because I'm trying to diminish that it doesn't happen. Are you crazy? I know that that type of stuff happens.
Hold on, Keon.
Okay, now go ahead.
Keon, did I say that? Did I use that example?
Sure, if you said it or not, brother, you're implying that. You're agreeing with other people, so it doesn't matter if you said it.
Hold on. You got to make sure I understand you are charged up, but when you are framing what you're saying, now let it go. You're making it seem like I brought up something about children. Did I bring up something about children?
Okay, so now you're making it personal. So now you're making it personal.
You're
doing the same thing you just told us 5 minutes ago not to do.
Keon. The reason
if the shoe fits.
You personally said me. You said Sharon. You brought such and such up.
Is that okay? Okay, well I apologize. No, it wasn't about you, brother. But the shoe fits, you know.
Please hold on. So that's why I want you to clarify. So this way, there's no confusion about.
So you just wanted me to clarify if I was talking about you? That's all you got from that whole entire thing that I just said?
You said his name specifically, though. So
okay, well, anyway, so like I was saying, it's disgusting and it's weird for you to try.
Well, this is crazy. So let me get this right. Shadow, what do you think what he did was dangerous?
Yes. Oh, my bad. You asked Shadow.
Shadow, do you think what he just did was dangerous? Okay.
I don't know.
Because did he accuse me of something that I did not do?
Yeah, I went back and listened to it just in case you didn't actually bring up the kids.
Thank you. That's dangerous.
Like I said, and I can see why he thought you did because of the conversation you had afterwards. And it implied that you were agreeing with what she was saying, even though you did not say it yourself. So I can actually see exactly why you said something wrong, but the statement was inaccurate based on that. Just because you understood what she was saying doesn't mean that you were saying the same thing, right?
Correct. But that was very dangerous what he did. Because we know what people would do with what he just said. They would take what he said and run with that and turn it into a whole show.
Kind of like all men are dangerous.
Thank you.
See how
Thank you. In real time.
So you know what you're doing is dangerous.
Hold on.
You're the only one saying all men.
Most men. Y'all be lying like hell because y'all will go from all men and then.
And I'm gonna have a conversation about what I want to talk about. You're not going to keep on moving it away from what I want to talk about just because you want to talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm saying something very specific. When I do a show about all those degenerate women that is doing this to our young boys, KT, then you could come tell us your story.
Sharon, so is the point that you're saying today is most men are dangerous to most women? Or most men are dangerous to all women? I'm asking so I can follow. I'm trying to track. I'm trying to track the conversation.
No, you're not.
Wasn't the topic today, should we trust women?
It's not possible. That's not possible. If I'm saying things that y'all not even disagreeing with, you're not even pulling out the things that I'm saying that you disagree with. That is the craziest part to me. I'm saying things.
Did you or did you not say most men are dangerous to all women?
And did I not back it up?
Hold on.
Stats and data.
Okay, that's a question with a question.
Over 90% of women, factually, stat-wise, you could go look it up yourself.
So, you know what?
No.
In fact, I actually have.
Hold on.
See, and now you're gonna try to spread some bullshit again, and you keep wondering why we keep getting mad.
Hold on. You are not arguing with me. This is not
Yes.
me.
Yes, I am. I'm actually arguing with
hold on.
you.
No, you're not. Hold on. No. It is stats behind this. So you're not arguing with my point of view. You're not arguing with my opinion. You're not arguing what I think. Go look up the facts yourself. This is
okay.
Most sexual harassment cases aren't
This
touching
is
butts.
not
They're verbal.
my opinion.
Yes, it is. Most sexual harassment cases
Most
are
sexual harassment is verbal. And I was going to ask you that had you not decided you want to keep the narrative going.
The opinion.
Yes,
so
we are talking about actual.
Hold on. If you just listen instead of arguing, you cannot pull out one aspect of something and say this is the reason why it disproves all 90 other things that men are doing to women. You can put out the verbal version, you got the physical version, the threat of being trafficked, the threat of being kidnapped, the threat of domestic, like the list goes on and on. And y'all keep trying to pull out one statistic and say that negates all the other 10. All the other things that are happening.
Hey, Sharon, let me just apologize. I'm not trying to have nobody do that to you. I wasn't even looking at it like that. I was just having a conversation. So I do apologize if that's my bad. My bad, brother.
And that's why I wanted to slow it down so this way it could be very pinpointed to what was being said, because you got passionate about it. So that's why I didn't want to jump in when you was going, but I had to slow it down once you started to, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted it to be pinpointed to what we was having a conversation about.
No, I got you.
Okay.
Sean,
I have a question. How do we choose better men if all the red flags are not really red flags?
Before we move it to that, that's another topic. I got y'all. Hold on. Before we keep moving it.
Sharon, I have a question based on the conversation we're having right now. Okay, I'll wait.
Hold on, please. I need y'all, men, to understand this. It's a plethora of things that are happening to women. I want y'all to be fair in the conversation. Stop trying to pull out one situation and say that is not most men doing that one thing. I gave a plethora of things. Also gave a plethora of examples that is happening this month. I'm backing it up. I'm not just talking. This is not me you are arguing with. Go look up the stats yourself if you're really concerned about it. Stop trying to act as if I'm saying something that I think, that I believe, or that is my opinion, because that's not what I'm doing. You could go and look up any of this data. Over 90% of women worldwide had something happen to her.
Okay, so I'm going to go off the data you have. Yes, Sharon, worldwide. And 78.34% of that was fucking verbal. And do you know what the definition of that is? By literal definition of what the fuck is in that same stat. No, I'm tired of you stopping me every time I'm trying to prove you wrong.
That's $4.
I did not understand you. Hold on. 3% of it is what?
78.3% of it is fucking verbal. And guess what? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Hold on.
You can never disprove my point. Let me stop you every time you're making it. That's the kind of shit we keep going through.
Hold on. And you need to calm down and have a conversation. What you're saying, again, I just asked you not to pull out one thing. You saying
Sharon.
Oh my God, this is just ridiculous.
Hold up, you know what? In fact, I'm not even gonna argue it anymore. I'm gonna just post as my fucking picture, so you can't argue facts anymore. I'm tired of you saying you're speaking facts, and I just brought one up. And keep in mind, verbal harassment is literally communicating by an unwarranted person. Fucking congratulations. That's not the same thing as fucking assault. Stop it.
Well, what is that verbal?
Hold on. Can words be considered assault?
The definition for verbal harassment is very specific. that
Hold
verbal,
on again.
that
Hold on. I asked you a very specific question.
yes, Sharon, it can be. It can
Thank
definitely be
you.
assault.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I don't know, why did you say that? I
You
don't
want to know
know.
why you don't fucking
Like,
know why I
literally,
said
like,
it? Had I got through the
hold
sentence, you
on,
probably would have
hold on.
figured it out.
So you can see. So you can see. It's assault, right? Words is assault.
No, Negro, because something can be.
Words, all words assault. By definition.
Yes, they are.
Hold on. I need to have this understand. This is why the conversation got slowed down. Shadow, all words assault. By definition.
Words can be assault. Yes.
Thank you, because that's why it's called assault
No,
and
we're here. Assault and
shadow,
battery.
because,
Next.
thank you, because battery is something that, thank you. That's why it's
Yeah.
called assault and
Typically,
battery.
assault and battery doesn't.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
usually
The battery
verbal.
is when you physically, right, the battery is when you physically do something to somebody. That's the battery. So again, we as men have to stop sweeping these things under the rug and try to minimalize these things.
Who's
We
doing
gotta
that?
call a
Sharon,
thing.
what
a
is
thing.
verbal assault?
We cannot backtrack it now. Please.
No, we didn't
Sharon,
even
you
get
acting,
to it.
Sharon,
Don't
you
call
acting like,
backtracking when
bro.
you're
No,
lying.
hold on,
Man,
wait.
we
Let me
have
say.
to understand,
Okay, go ahead.
You know what? No, all right, you're right. You know what, Sharon, you're right.
Assault.
98% of women are always fucking victims, and 78% of that's verbal. Fuck out of here.
Man, it don't even matter. Sharon, you acting like niggas got it's like Dr. Xavier, and we gonna know when a woman or a man is about to verbally assault, physically assault, and we can just jump in and stop this stuff like Superman and just like, come on, bro. Like we don't men don't have.
So what we trying to get you to understand, that kind of lane, so I could pass it to DJ Jen so she could get her words in as well, and so everybody can get their back into having a conversation. What we have
It
to
ain't a fucking
understand,
conversation. This is a
right?
narrative that you're spreading
You
that
don't
you're
believe.
trying to
Hold
stop.
on, Shadow. Just because you don't believe is one doesn't
No,
mean
that
that
shit's
we have
wild, dog. You sat
Hold
there and fucking
on.
lied to me
Stop
to my
it.
goddamn face.
Just
Sitting there
stop.
telling me what the fuck I said, bro.
Calm
That shit's
down.
crazy.
Calm down. Calm
That
down.
shit's wild, homie.
Calm down. So this is the thing, Keon. Men gotta stop sweeping these things under the rug, because that's the very thing that keeps it going. When we try to minimalize what assault is by saying, "Oh, it's just verbal," like, so what? She got verbally assaulted.
I don't think most men do that. I don't
It
agree.
It just happened. Okay,
He's literally ignoring the definition.
Go ahead, DJ Genesis. Hold on. You need to calm down. Go ahead, DJ Genesis. So go ahead.
I think that people are more like they get more upset when you verbally assault a dog or a child, but they don't understand that even humans like that are older can also feel verbal like intimidation. If a guy is bigger than them or stronger than them, and you're using your verbal words, that those things can be intimidating and assaulting. Like I don't understand where you like, oh, well, it's only that it's words. Okay, well, if a person is intimidated by somebody's words, that can be assaultive. Like what do you mean? What does that word make that person feel, and how does that word might intimidate that person? Why do we not take any accountability into the words that we speak and how they are spoken and how they can affect the person that we speak them to? Why do you think that because a person is speaking words, that it's not equally as effective as putting your hands on somebody? I mean, even the Bible says the tongue is sharp as a sword. So I'm just trying to understand why we don't understand how words are powerful and how a person uses their words.
No,
Because verbal assault has a definition. Verbal assault actually has a meaning. And
this
literally,
coming from the dude
in the
who went to
definition,
prison for cyberbullying, according to you, cyberbullying.
Because I hurt somebody.
Oh, damn.
Again, you know what? Hey, wait a minute. You know what, Kim? I said I was gonna let it go. Now I'm actually gonna be petty about it.
Do that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
But do you hear how you're talking? If you were to re-listen back to how you talk, right? If you were talking like that to a woman that's probably 4'1", would you think that she might be intimidated by how you're speaking to her? You don't think that might be
Yeah, that could be intimidating. But listen, verbal came up here. I said something as soon as she said something about kids. She started instantly verbally assaulting me. Do you think now that I'm about to sit there and be like, oh, this is verbal assault or something, right? Like, it is an act of it. Do that mean like I'm going to sit there and act like, oh, I'm scarred for life? That's what I'm saying. No offense, and I'm not saying men and women are the same, but like,
I'm gonna show you the gangsta I really am today. I'm gonna show you how I'm playing today.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Yeah, hey Kim, kick rocks. Come back.
Hold on, please. Hold on 1 second. Keon.
Yes, sir.
Keon, please.
Yes, sir.
I need to. What KT just did, is that not gaslighting, bro? Like he's talking about something, and then he brought up.
Because when it makes sense that your logic would stand for not only men but women, it's not gaslighting.
Don't let Keon off the hook.
No. KT got this. What you talking about? That's a grown man. He got this. Go ahead, brother.
No, like I said, your logic would apply outright across the board. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking that question or making that statement. I'm saying, like, if this is the case, all of a sudden, hold up. If we just like acting like every case of verbal assault or disagreement.
Hey, whoever's jumping up to save Kim, drop 50. I'm gonna drop 150 next time. Let's go. I put $3,000 in today. I'm fucking playing this game today. Let's get it.
Hold on.
I'm funding China today. Let's go. I'm funding your next trip.
Hold on. Kim West, do you want to address shout out? I don't know.
Yeah, go cry to your white mama. Go cry to your white.
Got it. Juices, bitch. Yeah, you got that one. Let's play that game. Nigga, y'all don't understand. I play games like this. I do this shit like this. Let's go. Let's play this fucking game today.
Well, I wanted to ask KT the GOAT.
Y'all do understand, like, hold on. I will pass it to you. Shout out to Time Was. Stop playing with me today, Kim.
Yes, savor this time. Let's go. Play the game. I'm gonna show you how much I made this. I'm gonna show you how much I made yesterday. Let's play. Let's fund Sharon's next trip to China. Let's get that shit today. Yeah, Shadows in gangster mode now. Let's go, homie.
Y'all are crazy as hell.
So aggressive.
Go ahead, DJ Genesis.
So what I was saying is if a Chihuahua is barking and a pit bull is barking, which one do you think is going to be more aggressive and more intimidating, the Chihuahua or the pit bull? You know, Chihuahua might be a little bit annoying, but pit bull might scare you.
I mean, if you had a Glock, you wouldn't have to worry about neither one of them. I'm just saying.
Well, you know,
but as women, we don't have a Glock, so I'm really confused right now.
Why not? That's a good.
Because I'm a 7-year-old little girl. I don't have a Glock.
Okay.
Like we have already. I didn't say all men. I didn't say all men.
Men are bad.
I didn't say most men either. I just made a general statement that men are. Like if the shoe don't fit, why y'all keep trying to wear it? I'm so confused. It's like all of y'all are internalizing this.
But don't specify. You're not really talking about
most. I don't say most or all. I just say men because all of you we all have the capacity to be a certain way. But when Sharon is pulling out statistics, he is bringing out the numbers. You can't fight numbers.
Yes, you can when those numbers are skewed.
Wait a minute. You can't.
Yes, you literally can.
Can we stop using this personal? Can we stop using this personal argument? Just because I disagree with you, don't mean I'm making it personal. I just disagree with what you're saying. Like it ain't got nothing to do with me making it personal. At least not me. I don't think I'm making it personal.
And that's the thing. It's not personal. We're arguing actual numbers, and they're like, you're just personalizing it. No, what you're saying is inaccurate, and it's dangerous for the fucking people who are listening to you.
Right,
you're saying you're implying that most men are dangerous.
This is
I never said
here
most.
You go. No, Sharon, here's the stat. Sharon, you want the stat? I'm sending it to you right now.
Are most pit bulls dangerous?
They have the possibility thereof. Yes.
There's a list. There's a whole list of dogs that are considered dangerous. Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean all pit bulls. Doesn't mean your pit bull is a dangerous pit bull. It doesn't mean My pit bull is a dangerous pit bull. But because it is a pit bull, it has a higher possibility of being dangerous than a chihuahua. So all we're saying is that men have a higher possibility of being dangerous than a woman. We're not saying that women cannot be dangerous, that women are not dangerous, that most women are or are not dangerous. We're not saying any of that.
So
All we're saying is men have a higher possibility of being dangerous than a woman.
But you're
That's
making it seem
not
like
what's
it's
being
a wrong
said.
thing.
Hold on,
but
no.
You're making it seem like
That's
it's a
not what's
wrong
being
thing,
said.
and that's not our fault. We were just
Hold
born
up,
that way. How can
bro.
that like we
Even
we
what
can't
she
help
said
that?
is not
There's
accurate.
no right or
That's not
wrong.
what's
We're
being
just
said.
literally making a statement. It's not a right
Right.
or wrong.
But here's the issue.
Okay.
Your statement is literally that men, but again, I'm going to say this again. You're saying men have the potential. That is not the conversation we've been having. We have been told not 15 times today that
They are.
men are,
Thank you.
not might be, not maybe, not potentially, not possibly. Men are dangerous to women consistently. And then he backed it up with saying 98% of women did it, which implies exactly what the fuck I just said.
But here's the thing: is
That
that
nigga
okay?
spit.
Like I said, let's go back to my analogy, right? So they made laws in neighborhoods, right? Not because all pit bulls are dangerous, but because the majority of pit bulls are dangerous. And so, unchecked and unbalanced, they could be very dangerous or whatever. So, the bottom line is that okay, yeah, I get it. Men don't want to be seen as a dangerous thing. You probably have a very undangerous man. But the statistics show, right? If you put just like a pit bull or any other animal in this environment, the wrong environment, they can become dangerous. See, and you're a tall. Could you imagine like this whole time you're talking
This
and
nigga, man.
see how you like do push-ups now? Do you think that'd be intimidating to a person,
That
a
nigga
woman?
ovulating.
It would be intimidating to me as a
Nah.
5 foot woman. Yes, I'm only 5 feet tall, so it's like for
Okay,
me,
so
yeah,
hold
it's
on,
very
ladies. Hold
intimidating.
on. So let me read something.
Fucking
I just
stupid.
pulled up one. All right. So, oh my God, what is this? Let me hold on. All right. So, it says SA statistics. Assault remains a pervasive global issue affecting individuals across all demographics, according to the WHO, World Health Organization. Huh?
World Health Organization. My bad.
Yeah, that's weird. 30% of women worldwide have been subjected to physical and or SV violence by an intimate partner or non-partner. UNICEF reports that over 370 million girls and women, approximately 1 in 8 globally, this is globally, experienced the R word, RSA, before the age of 18. When including non-contact forms of SV, such as verbal abuse or online harassment, this figure rises to 650 million, or 1 in 5. And you saying that it's not a problem?
Oh, yeah, that's scary.
No, nobody.
Sure,
that's what I'm
man.
saying.
You know
Nobody
what?
ever makes the
I would never
argument.
So
diminish
who
a
you think
woman.
is that? Who you
I
think
would
is the
never.
Who
perpetrator?
literally
I would
said
wait,
it's
wait,
not
wait,
a
wait, wait, wait.
problem?
Hold on,
Wait.
You
slow down.
just
Hold
put
on,
There you go,
words in our
hold
mouth
Sharon. There you go,
again.
Sharon. There you go,
Hold
Sharon.
on. I don't know what's. Hold on. Who you think are the perpetrators of this?
I will never diminish a woman's problems at all.
Me.
I know that this
Hold
happens
on.
to
I need
women.
a question answered.
Oh man, brother.
Who are the perpetrators in this thing?
Man,
Primary male, but there are women perpetrators as well. Next, what's your point?
Thank you. So why? All right, 650 million, and then we got 62 million doing what online, and then we got another, and then we got
1 in
10
5 is high.
this
1
month
in 5.
alone. This month alone, just black women. This month alone, 10 black women gone. That's not even going across the other demographics. That's not going global. That's this month alone. And then also in New York City, a 14-year-old girl walking to school, minding her business, don't even know the young man, got picked up, body slammed, and stomped in her head, and it was about 4 other young men around videotaping it.
This month alone, 7 black men were killed by their black women.
Like
Yeah.
also, we had that, I'm talking.
So you're talking 12% versus
Hold on. Also, we got the situation today with Joseline saying, "Hey, this man is I'm in danger of my life, I believe, because they're threatening things this man has said to me." That could go on and on as well, right? We have a long history of men just threatening, even though that's just verbal. He ain't do nothing to her. He just said some words. That's all he did. And there's other men that will just say some words. We cannot, out of 650 million people that this is affecting, the sweeping under the rug has to stop.
And that's where you're gaslighting again.
No. Don't say he's absolutely right. Don't say that he's gaslighting on that point. He's absolutely right.
So, do you men, the men that's on this panel, do y'all agree that there?
Oh my God!
Do y'all agree that there are more women than there are men?
No, I think it's more.
No,
50,
I think it's about half and half.
51, 49. Yes.
Sharon, can you please pull up the numbers? Because now I'm understanding where y'all are not seeing what it really is.
Yeah, I can pull it up.
Okay, if someone can please pull up how many men there are to women, because I already know the answer.
Are you talking about the United States or the world?
No, 50%, 51% of the
Either
world
one.
population is
What is the
male.
percentage of the world?
49.3 is the female population in the world in total.
Gender.
49.3%.
49.3. So there are more men than there are women. Is
As
that what
of
they're saying?
2026, the global population is roughly split, with males accounting for approximately 50.26%, 4.17 billion, and females 49.74%, 4.13 billion. So yeah, you got a point.
So it's about 50-50.
Okay, can you look in America then? Can you look up America? What's the percentage of men to women?
Across the board is roughly is close. It's close.
That's what I was really confused about.
I'm surprised that there are more males.
She's going with it because women only account for 12% of violent crimes in America.
I'm still
why 49%. We are half of the population, and we only account for 12% of violent crimes.
Of convicted violent crimes. Hold on. Let's
hold on. Wait a minute.
That.
Just to answer a question real quick. United States, as a recent U.S. Data, 50%, 50.5%, or 50.9% is female, and 49.5% is male. Actually, so it's different.
Oh shit! I didn't know that.
That's
okay.
I'm new to that.
Are we dying?
In the U.S., because that's what I have been hearing, and the statistics that I've been looking at, they do say that there are more women in the U.S. than there are men. So,
yeah, that's facts.
With that being said, if 1 in 5, okay, that was global. Can anyone, Sharon, do you have the numbers for what it is in America as far as like women that are going through this? How many women it is, or?
It said 1 in 3 last time I checked.
1 in 3. Okay, so if 1 in 3 women, so if 1 in 3 women are experiencing this from men, and there are more men than there are women, then that would mean that there are more men who are doing this to women than what women are even speaking on, or that y'all are even aware of.
You conflated this,
hold on.
America, like
No.
Wait,
Hey, KT, hold up, KT. I got this one. Hold up, give me a second, bro. You know what? I agree with you. So now here's where your numbers become skewed, because part of those 1 in 3, 72% of those have said that their assault was to be spoken to by someone that they didn't want spoken to them.
Or looked at a certain way type shit.
Or being looked at a way that they did not acknowledge or approve of, even if it was in passing. So again, now you have to start looking at major issues in this and why those numbers are skewed the way
Why
that
are
they
you
are.
minimizing the assault?
Y'all just said y'all were
intimidated
intimidated by Josh doing. Hold up, y'all just said y'all were intimidated because Josh was just doing push-ups. that's harass. If y'all
crazy.
go to the court, y'all can literally say that.
Hold on a second.
It will. If
Wait
they
a
say
second.
he's done something to make me feel
Nah, y'all crazy.
threatened.
I have a really simple question that would actually smash all of this. The things that you are minimizing, that you're saying, okay, these women are saying that this is how they were spoken to or how they were looked at. If your daughter came to you and told you this man spoke to her this way, this man looked at her this way, are you going to defend that man and tell her, well, maybe it was you, maybe you were imagining things?
Wait a minute.
Is
So
this what
now,
you're going to do?
Since you're still trying to put words in my mouth, how about we don't do that?
I didn't put any words in your mouth. I asked you a question. I'm asking a question. I can't put words in the mouth when I'm asking a question.
Okay, well then your question is jaded and wrong. How about asking
How is my question jaded and wrong?
Because here's what you just asked me. Hey, keep in mind, if my 9-year-old daughter came up to me and said, hey, this man just looked at me strangely, am I going to defend that man? That is a very loaded question, because that's not what that is. I'm not gonna say, no, Martin, what it is, that's you just got sexually assaulted, because that sounds fucking stupid. Yeah,
what?
now that's my answer to that dumbass question.
Hold on. Would you look at that man as dangerous?
I will whoop his ass. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Hold on. After she said that, would you look at that man as dangerous?
I'm going to ask specifically. Okay, hold on. Go, KJ.
No. After she said that, she came to you and said that happened, are you going to look at that man as dangerous?
If my daughter just said anything, just looked at her with no specificity, I am not going to immediately assume danger. I'm going to then inquire into, what do you mean by that? And if she says, yeah, well, he looked me up and down, then the danger level rises, because I'm like, why is he looking at a 9-year-old like that? Hold on. But if he's like, oh, I walked by and he turned his head and looked at me and kept going, I'm going to be like, yeah, he was probably just acknowledging the fact that you were there, because that is also a thing. This is the conversation that we're not having. Y'all are saying that if that man, hold on.
No. You want to add things to the conversation. That's fine. And we allowed it. Lorena gave you very specifics.
Right. And her specific didn't.
With that very specific thing that she gave you, are you going to look at that man as dangerous?
If that man, hell yeah, if a man looks at my daughter like a sexual object, yeah, I'm going to be offended. But that's a loaded fucking question. Sharon, stop pretending you don't know English.
Hold on, please. Hold on. That is point proven. That's what the communication that we keep missing is happening, right? Is that simply you're somebody a female that you feel like you are in protection of, come to you and they felt danger about how a man's presence was, you are going to react as if that man is dangerous. That is what we are communicating.
So you can't minimize it for another female just because she's not your daughter. And that's what I keep hearing you do. You're minimizing it for other females.
No, y'all are maximizing it to every man. That's what y'all doing. Y'all are maximizing it to the majority of men, and that's the problem. That's the problem. Nobody's trying to minimize that it happens to women. And that's what's so ridiculous about this argument.
Hold on, Keon. You said it too. You said, yeah, that's a danger. You said it as well.
Y'all gave us a dangerous situation.
And there's nothing wrong with that, because that is what naturally happens when you are that's just what it is.
But I get it. So if nobody wants a snake in your garden, period. So I get it. But it's just like that's not.
You know what? This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do, because this is just crazy to me. This is crazy to me.
And I have a question.
I don't understand. Like, even when y'all agree, y'all still try to find a way to. I don't know.
They should just tell us how to distinguish between the dangerous ones and the real ones, right? So just tell us how to distinguish between the dangerous ones and the not dangerous ones.
But Diva, we can't do that with 100% certainty.
Well, then shut up.
We'll go one at a time. Hold on, because that's a question that was brought up earlier as well. We didn't get to it, so this way we could move forward, because the the amount of trying to soften the blow is absolutely ridiculous. So we got Shadow, KT, and Keon. We're gonna start with Keon. He seems like the calmest one today. We're gonna start with him. And then we go to KT, and then we go to Shadow. Hopefully by the time we get to Shadow, he's a little bit more calm. So Keon, how can we tell who is the dangerous man and who is not the dangerous man? Go ahead, Keon.
You can't. I'll keep it short. You can't.
Okay. Thank
From
you.
Keon, the list white.
Go ahead, KT to go. Can you answer the question? How can you tell the dangerous one from the non-dangerous one?
You can't.
You can't. Oh wow. Okay. Shadow the Time Wise. How can you? This is fucking insane. How Shadow? How can you tell the dangerous man from the non-dangerous man?
You can't with 100% certainty.
Okay, it don't got to be 100%.
I mean,
if that's the thing,
that question. Hold on, wait a minute.
Hold on. Okay, if that changes your answer, that's fine. We'll circle back around. That's fine. We can circle back around. Go ahead, Shadow.
Actually, there are some pretty standard qualities of adult males that if they have them, you can kind of assume that if they're helpful in general, if they actually have a positive disposition, if they're not inherently jaded when you're speaking to them. Like there's some ways to actually tell that people who are typically more optimistic do have a lower likely chance of being, as Diva calls them, deviants.
Wait a minute, but the serial killers, that's how they're able to get people to trust them, right? If you ask anybody about Ted Bundy, he was super charming, positive, optimistic, and when he got him in the car, he took him somewhere and killed him. So what?
So why you think that have so much criticism for you then? Because
let them have their own conversation first before we add other voices in.
So Diva, while I agree about Ted Bundy, but I believe Ted Bundy is even an outlier to that, because most people, when they talk about serial killers, you can tell that when they have the conversation about them, they had underlying factors that supported that behavior could have been a possibility. Even though we get a lot of those, well, we would have never seen this coming. And then they go looking into their history, and then you see these identifying factors of, hey, actually, that does kind of make sense now.
But you said optimistic and a good disposition, and many of them have that, right? So now you can't then say, oh, but look at all this, and this. If that's the case, then you should have told us that on the front end. The other thing is, what's a con man?
A person that knows everything about you, and he can trick you because you give him a list of what you don't like, so then he can be everything that you do like. That's a con man. That's why I say that this is ridiculous. You're giving me all the things that you don't like, so I can be what you do like, so I can come in and get you. I can come in and get you. All I gotta do is just change my name. I gotta change my name, cut my hair. All I gotta do. That's all I gotta do, and I can take you.
Okay, can we move back to Shadow? Because he just be wanting my attention.
I do. You right.
Hold on. We gave Shadow a chance. He couldn't answer it.
No. But I was asking Shadow what a con man is.
Okay, go ahead, Shadow.
A con man, in short, is a man who.
What does con man mean?
Con man is somebody who can commit a con, deception.
What is con
deceptive tactics? Con. I don't know. Actually, I don't know. What is
confidence? It's called a confidence man. And you know why it's called a confidence man? Yes, because he is charismatic enough, positive enough to get you to buy into what he's saying and trust him to be able to screw you on the back end, right? And so con men are up under what we call sociopaths, right? So the serial killers are psychopaths, but the con men are sociopaths, and they are always positive and optimistic, which is how they get people to buy into what they're saying. So again, that's not
Diva, is it confident or confidence? Like somebody you would like a confidant?
Confidence, man.
Okay, so all right, so you know what? I'm gonna do this because I know the other brothers cannot answer that. I got a new lady onto the panel. before I bring it back to that conversation, because I don't want to get derailed, before Muse get the chance to say her piece, welcome to the show, Muse.
Oh, baby mama.
Hey, good day, everybody.
Good day
Um,
to you.
So
I just want to chime in right quick. It never ceases to amaze me the level of denial that people experience on these panels. And I think it's important for us to know when we're triggered by a thing, right? I'm not sure why people are having such a hard time conceding to the fact that men are dangerous. Humans all have the potential to be dangerous, but why are we disregarding the level of physical threat that men pose in comparison to women?
Because I don't know. I just feel like a lot of men choose not to be that the danger that women look at us as. Because I don't disagree with you that again how we were born biologically we do oppose a threat. I don't disagree with that, but there's just a lot of
Right.
us who don't even look at that way. Like we don't look.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Check it though, Key. This is where people start personalizing, right? Like I ain't the type of nigga like, yeah, I could have mushed that bitch in the face, but I didn't. Like that ain't even what the conversation is about. Like this the thing for like the fathers who have daughters, right? Typically, right? Because I know my daddy taught me not to what well, listen, my daddy taught me that men are a threat, right? I can understand how people would feel away and feel demonized, quote unquote demonized. Like I get it, but even when y'all look at the numbers that y'all been talking about, like why is it still this level of denial? And then it's the women do it too, the women do it too. Let's be clear, women have a potential to be dangerous, but if we're looking at biological aspects, socialization, like men express anger in more of a direct way, right? Like women are changing a bit now because of the times, but historically, right? Women have been conditioned to express our anger indirectly. You know what I'm saying? Like relational type aggression. You feel me? Like, and so that's where you get the whole thing, women are manipulative, blah, 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 blah. We typically express our anger in different ways. We're becoming more overt now because times are changing. But historically, why are we denying that men lean to dominance? We hear about the dominance when men want to talk about humping around and having more than one partner and not being monogamous and all that. Like men can lean to biology and all that kind of stuff when they want to talk about things that suit them. But now when it's on the table in regards to men being a huge physical threat to women in many different ways and also to other men, right? And then children, like to the world in general, historically, why are people denying that? So I'll leave it there, but that's kind of where I wanted to chime in. I'm gonna go ahead and drop back down. I might tap back in a little bit later,
Ah
but thank you for
man.
having me. Ciao, bye, Key.
Welcome. Also, let me welcome into the show, Cyber Dreams. I got you. The other people that's on the panel, I got you. I'm gonna get to each one of y'all. Go ahead, Cyber Dreams.
Mic check, mic check.
Sound good. I
Good
think.
good morning, good evening, Mr. Bracy. Hello, Miss PhD, Diva, all the ladies on the
what's up,
panel.
Cyber?
I'm giving my duty to shout out to all the ladies.
Hello,
Anyways,
Cyber.
He Cyber.
as a woman, I think I'm always preaching situation awareness for the last 3 years since I've been on YouTube. I think all women and children should assume that all men are dangerous, whether they're your family members. And there's nothing wrong with that. We can have respect, right? But we should always assume that all men are dangerous. For example, I have a 6-year-old child. If my daughter does not be alone with my father, nor alone long periods of time with my brothers or my uncles or anything like that, because I have situational awareness. Because all men, I assume, are dangerous, whether they're your family members, and we have the receipts across the board, across history, that men have proven time and time again that they are dangerous. So as for women, when we say men are dangerous, I'm going to say it, all men. I assume all men are dangerous.
Mhm. Yeah, if I
Okay.
had a daughter, I'd probably be like that too. At least with her, that.
No, I got a daughter, and I still don't assume that. I wanted to ask real quick, for real. Okay, Sharon pointed out earlier, 650 million women in the world in total who's like had this experience. It's over 4 billion women in the world. So, like, even by that metric, less than 17% of women have this experience worldwide. I'm just saying, does it not seem kind of crazy to
No,
base your
hold
worldview
on.
about?
No, see, this is a problem. That's this year. That's from 20, hold on. That's from 2025.
See, but he sees.
Hold on,
2026 isn't
So
done yet.
so
The year
so you can
doesn't process
understand
to
the
the end.
gravity of what he's trying to minimalize. That's
I'm not
from this.
minimalizing. I'm literally saying what it is.
That is from 2025.
What year is this?
2025.
Last year.
No, I'm saying, what year is this? Like, this is the next year, right? And they don't put out statistics to the end of the year typically because they're like year-round stats.
Ah, brother, come on, bro.
What about
I don't think you understand. Hold on, please. I don't think you understand the gravity of that number in 1 year. I don't think you understand that. It's not possible that you understand that gravity.
Oh, you're saying that 17% of women in 2025 alone. Oh, wow, that's even worse because that's only what they reported. But do you know how many go unreported?
Less than male. Yeah, less than males. It's a lot of crimes.
Yo, this is
Okay, but that's up to y'all. And so what?
It's a defense for me, man. Like, y'all should be
So what? Who
lawyers
cares?
across
We
this
don't care.
board because it's a defense.
Are we going to also talk about the 83% of lesbian relationships that also have domestic violence and SA? I mean, if we're going to keep it a buck, let's keep it a buck.
Right. Two women fighting each other. Hold on. Two women fighting each other is very different than a man and a woman fighting. Would you agree to that?
This is crazy to me.
No. Would you agree to that, Shadow?
I can't do this shit today.
Oh, now he ain't got shit to say. Okay, let me help you not have shit to say for the rest of the day, bitch. Oh, you already dropped his ass down.
Oh my God. Diva, this is crazy to me.
Shadow is a degenerate. A degenerate Christian, which most of them are.
I don't understand how they don't understand the gravity of that stat. You got any final thoughts, Diva? I can't do that shit. This is crazy.
Bye, y'all.
Nothing wrong with being.
Let me up.
Let me.